A nurse saved a man's life after losing her job. 24 hours later, four luxury cars were outside her home. It was supposed to be the worst day of Olivia Carter's life. The small hospital she had worked at for 8 years had just let her go. Budget cuts, they said. Nothing personal. But how could it not be personal when nursing was all she had ever wanted to do? With her scrubs still on, she walked out of the hospital doors for the last time, gripping a cardboard box of her belongings. No job. No income. And rent was due in 2 weeks. As she drove home, the weight of uncertainty pressed on her chest. Lost in thought, she barely noticed the storm rolling in, the sky darkening like a bad omen. But then, on the side of the road, she saw something that made her slam on the brakes. A man lay sprawled on the wet pavement near a black Mercedes, clutching his chest. Panic in his eyes. He was alone. No one else had stopped. Without hesitation, Olivia jumped out of her car, instincts taking over. "Sir, can you hear me?" she asked, kneeling beside him. He gasped for air, barely managing a nod. His skin was pale, drenched in sweat. Heart attack. She had seen this before. No time to wait for an ambulance. She yanked open his car door, grabbed the aspirin from the glove compartment, standard in luxury vehicles, and slipped a pill under his tongue. Then, she positioned him carefully, keeping him calm as she called 911. "You're going to be okay," she assured him, gripping his hand. "Just stay with me." Minutes felt like hours. The paramedics arrived, stabilizing him before rushing him to the hospital. One of them recognized Olivia. "You're off duty?" he asked. "Something like that," she murmured, watching the ambulance speed away. By the time she got home, exhaustion and reality crashed down. Her heroic moment didn't change the fact that she was unemployed. She spent the night applying for jobs, her future uncertain. The next morning, she was woken by an unfamiliar sound, engines purring outside her small apartment. She pulled back the curtains and gasped. Four luxury cars, shiny, expensive, completely out of place in her quiet neighborhood, were parked outside. A well-dressed man stepped out of the lead car, holding a bouquet of white lilies. It was him. The man from the road. Alive. Shocked, she ran outside. You're okay. Thanks to you," he said, his voice full of gratitude. "I owe you my life." His name was James Thornton, a billionaire entrepreneur. He had spent all night tracking her down. "I heard you lost your job," he continued. "That changes today." Olivia blinked in confusion as a woman in a sleek suit approached. "Mr. Thornton has arranged something special," she said. "A position at his private hospital. Full benefits. And a signing bonus to cover, well, everything." Tears welled in Olivia's eyes. "I don't know what to say." "Say yes," James said, smiling. "People like you deserve the best." She laughed through the tears, shaking his hand. As she stood there, overwhelmed, the morning sun casting a golden glow over the unexpected turn in her life, she realized something. Kindness always finds its way back. And sometimes, it arrives in a convoy of luxury cars.